It may be freezing outside, but there's no shortage of some hot deals, probably, on your local Craigslist or Facebook computer parts group. In fact, I've been snagging up random deals and never making videos about them for quite some time now. And if you saw the video about my Windows XP gaming machine, that was a computer I put together for very cheaply, less than $100, and I was going to try and flip it, but I decided I liked it too much and never ended up selling it, which is a shame because that's now 3 times in the last 3 months that I've gone and bargain hunted parts and tried to do a video about how profitable flipping parts on Craigslist and Facebook could be, but I've never done it because I've always ended up keeping most of the pieces I go out and buy, which kind of defeats the purpose of trying to make money. But just a few days ago, someone made me an offer that I could not refuse. For $300, used to be $500, it was a whole garage full of computer parts. And when I say garage full, I mean a garage full. It took a Honda Pilot plus my car to transport everything, and that was stacked floor to ceiling. Now you may be wondering, what's so special about having a garage full of computer parts when you already literally have a warehouse full already of computer parts? And well, I figured if I buy enough computer parts, maybe I'll actually sell some and make a profit because I won't have anywhere to put them anymore because it's full. But there are also other reasons why I did this. First of all, the graphics card wall. It could never possibly be big enough. My goal is to have more CUDA cores and stream processors as decorations behind me than there are people on the planet. I'm not there yet, and that 3D printer sounds like it's dying. Okay, that problem's fixed. 3D printing some more of the graphics card mounts that not only I use on my wall, but they're available on eBay if you want your own. So the big question is, what exactly is so special about this garage full of computer parts that I went and spent $300 and drove a little over an hour to go get it? I'll show you. That's how videos work. 2 totes of power supplies that I've already emptied one of, a box full of motherboards and CPUs, this ancient machine that's just begging to become a sleeper build. And then we've got this machine, which has a really interesting layout, where you've got the motherboard here on this wall, and then right above the CPU cooler, you've got your power supply. So that's going to be difficult to mod, not only for the motherboard form factor potentially, but also being limited by CPU cooler height. A big old thing of Intel heatsinks, some AMD stock heatsinks as well. And then over here is a truly ancient machine. It has a big old tape deck here in the front. We find that not only is it using IDE instead of SATA, it has a Pentium 2 CPU. The guy who's doing Project Tank, at least all the non-electronics part, well, no, that's not even true. He's doing everything except the computer, basically. I've got him this TV, as well as those 3 monitors and this computer here, which is built from parts that weren't the ones I just went out and got. But anyway, this is going to be used for another build that'll be upcoming. But the main point of me showing this is because those 3 monitors, which were 3 of the 13 that I went and picked up out of this garage, that's where those came from, as well as that monitor there. And then this build over here has a Pentium 4 CPU, as well as a pretty interesting sound card with a bunch of dials and stuff up here in a DVD drive bay. Over here we have another Intel quad-core Q6600. I think I'm up to 3 of those now. This one over here has an AMD Phenom 9850, as well as a Radeon HD 6950. Y'all remember Alienware? Got myself one of those cases. This is the first time I've actually had any kind of dedicated monitor mounting brackets. And then there's just a bunch more stuff that I have pictures of, but I've since moved and all that, so I can't really go and get an accurate video of what all I got from this specific haul. So, besides getting 7 fully built computers, just missing hard drives, which you can pick up for $10 used at Micro Center anyway, so it's not that terribly big of a deal, I got all those extra power supplies that I can use for whatever, a couple extra cases, including that Alienware one, 13 monitors, monitor stands, more DVD drives than I will ever use, that Intel Pentium 2 museum piece that I will forever treasure with my other old CPU collection, and of course, all those extra video cards for the video card wall. Now, I've constantly been looking on eBay for video cards that I've owned in the past and since sold or something, or just looking for video cards that were important for doing something first, or doing something well first, which is probably more important. But the point is, I have enough motherboards to where I can copy Linus's office wall, which has been something I've been low-key jealous of ever since he did, and I can also expand the graphics card wall to fully fill where I'm going to be once the lease on this place ends. So the point of this video was largely twofold. One, so I could brag a little bit about how good of a deal I got, or at least I think I did, and because I have 80 to 100 SATA cables that are all SATA 1 and SATA 2, that's going to be a bulk lot on eBay. Some of those DVD drives are going to be a bulk lot on eBay once I've, tested to make sure they work and stuff. So I will recoup a fair chunk of that $300 cost back. I've already managed to sell one computer from the parts here for $140, and I've got another one lined up for somewhere between $150 to $200, so if that goes through, I will have actually made my money back this time and had some parts left over. But keep an eye out, there's good deals on Facebook and Craigslist, and maybe there's money to be made. Maybe there's just some free space in your garage to be used up. Either way, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay, keep an eye on them.